Hi, I'm Joe's sister, and you're listening to the Wild Goats podcast. The following episode may contain strong language and sexual themes. We are goats, stay heard.
Welcome back to the Wild Goats podcast. Oi, boys, how we doing? You all good? You all good?
Yes.
Yeah.
That gin really hit the spot.
Yeah, well, mate, the gin's just got me going. I've just had a rocket up my arse. We're fucking going. We're back stronger, better than ever. We don't have a guest today, do we, Haz? What's going on?
It's a bit
Talk to me.
We believe that we are strong, independent women, and we don't need no man.
Retweet.
So, I mean, look, take of that what you will. I think, sometimes it's good to experiment with just the boys, Just a bit of boy on boy, mate.
We'll just clip that little bit. Sometimes it's just good to experiment with the boys, Yeah. That'll be the trailer for the episode.
The topic this week was relationships.
Okay.
Not just any sort of relationships. It was specifically below the belt relationships. We're going to talk everything from texting, an ex's best mate sisters. If I had a sister,
Off limits.
one of my mates came
Off
in.
limits.
I don't think so, mate. I don't think so.
Off limits.
Nah, I don't think so, mate.
Off limits. What about mate's
Mate,
brothers? What about
Joey,
mate's brothers?
mate.
Yeah. What about mate's brothers?
Yeah, anything goes.
I mean,
it's not as...
if that's what floated the boat, then
It doesn't work.
Put it this way, mate, Joey. Say you have a sister.
I do have a sister.
You're saying I can't. Wait, you actually have a sister?
Yeah, off limits.
You've got a sister, Joe.
Off
You saying
limits.
I can't date your sister?
Tom can't date your sister.
No, correct.
Really?
I feel like as a brother, as I've got a brother, I definitely do not understand that argument, because you and I have not got anything to relate it to. But at the same time, I can understand Joe being protective of his sister.
How old's your sister?
Wait, so I'm 25. She's 2.5 years older than me.
Oh, she's older, mate. It's fine.
It's my birthday next month, so she's 28.
I think.
Okay.
So you would rather some
she's-
random bloke date your sister than someone you love and appreciate and respect as a best mate?
Yeah, because we talk, don't we?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what- you know what I mean? We talk. So like, I wouldn't want to hear anything out
yeah,
of
but
your
here's the
mouth.
thing, Joey, mate. If I was dating your sister,
No.
I wouldn't.
Not even,
I wouldn't
not even
be saying-
hypothetically. Not even hypothetically.
I
No.
wouldn't be like, oh, you never guessed what we got up to last.
No, I don't want to hear that. Even hypothetically, I don't want to hear that. Because the thing is, like, I would want to hear what you've been up to, but just with someone else. Do you know what I mean? Tell me what you've been up to. Tell me all the gory details. I'd love to hear it, but just with someone else.
You see,
Really?
what
That's
about
interesting to me.
so best mate, understood. Best mate's sister, arguably offside because
Best
you're
mate's
being
sister, yeah.
quote unquote selfish with your relationship with your best mate. That's how you're interpreting it, right?
I'd want to hear about Tom's, relations with his woman.
So you'd love to
And
hear about Emilio's
My relations.
not with your sister.
Yeah, like when your mates seeing someone, like, and it's all new and exciting, you talk to them about it, and it's like, oh, what do you get up to? And it's like, oh yeah, just
Suck the toe,
bits, just suck to toe, weather, and that's good. Everyone likes that chat, don't they?
Everyone loves toe chat. Yeah, 100%.
And so I wouldn't want to miss out on that chat with you.
If Harry was a girl,
Yeah,
like a sister,
I could go.
I would be okay with you dating my sister, but I would Tully's off limits.
As a great case study because he has got a sister. You would,
Which we didn't know about.
which we didn't know about. So shout out Joe's sister, whoever you are.
awful friends. Yeah,
Obviously, Joe doesn't want to talk to us about his sister because you were off limits. So
For this
Off
exact reason, he has
Irrelevant.
never even mentioned.
Yeah.
you have not known you had a sister. Sorry.
I know what you like. Just straight on it. Yeah.
So, without interrupting me, lads, to summarise Joe's point, he wouldn't want anyone who he considers a best mate to date his sister because he wants to hear all the fetishes, but he doesn't want to have to relate that to being his sister.
Perfect. Spot on.
Okay.
So I mean, I can understand
that's
that.
fair. That's
Although
fair.
I know everyone's different, you know, because Chris said I could date his sister. He was like, "Yeah, take your pick, either one."
So
You know,
that's a good point. But
everyone's different.
so you're what's the line? Best mate. There's a line with best mate. What would you consider to be acceptable? So like we're talking random stranger here that you meet on a nightclub, you know, who could
Fine.
end up being, you know, Prince Charming. Then you've got like people you went to school with but don't speak to, you know, people that you kind of know of but aren't friends with them. Then you've got people you were friends with at school, so on the same rugby team or football team, but again, you wouldn't, you know, text happy birthday, really. You might do it some years, but forget.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Then you've got best mates who you consider as like your right-hand man. You're going on the stag do together.
But you've missed
pals.
out just normal friends that you would wish happy birthday to that aren't your best mates.
Is
Do you
there-
only wish happy birthday to your best mates?
I only
don't
wish happy
go-
birthday to my best mates. Yeah.
I don't go wishing people that I'm friends with happy birthday unless I happen to be on Facebook and it's right in front of me. I
Yeah, okay, yeah,
you know,
fair
I have my best mates' birthdays. I'll find on Google weeks before, you know, and sort of I
Oh,
want to
good.
Save them on your phone. Save them on your phone. That's what I've got.
Facebook.
I've got your guys' birthday saved on my phone.
Like
Have you
once-
actually?
No.
Like once.
I was gonna say, I had no idea when you guys' birthday was. I got a text off Harry's lady friend saying, "Have you got Haz's email address? Because it's his birthday." And I was like, "What? It's Haz's birthday?" And I was like, "Shit!" But I said something in the post. And then like 2 days later, I was like, "Wait, it's Tom's birthday as well. What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I usually Google Facebook, people's birthdays when a birthday has come up, and you're like, "Oh shit, it was Tully's birthday. When's the rest of the lads' birthdays?" And then you kind of have a good ballpark gauge, like you kind of know near enough which months.
I should have done that. Yeah.
So and you do your research, and then you know you clock on, you move on. Then you sort of smashed it. You know, around February, Haz and Tom. I'll bear that in mind. Tully,
I know now. Yeah,
forget
I
about
know.
it. Ollie,
Tully's a week before us.
Yeah. With Tully, it's like, oh shit, it's Haz's birthday. Tom's is soon, which means Tully's was last week.
Yeah, whenever it's my birthday, I'm always like, shit, did I wish Tully happy birthday? It's like a week ago.
Yeah, it's like he wishes you happy birthday. You're like, oh shit.
Fuck. So what's the verdict? Just so we're clear, well, the verdict was
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Well,
Don't
negative
date
for
ex.
Joey.
well for Joe. In Joe's opinion, it was he won't let you date his sister, and if he considers you a best mate, and a best mate being someone that you would wish happy birthday to consistently, no matter how old. That was how
Confirmed.
That's how we.
Confirmed.
So
That's how we
I, mean,
define a best mate.
I respect it. You're basically valuing our friendship.
over the
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
I obviously can't talk, but I guess the way I could value it in a way is if a girl I was friends with wanted to date Tom. Now it depends again on my relationship with that person. But even so, I think I wouldn't really care if it was her hitting on him. I'd be a bit awkward if he was hitting on my mates without telling me. But if they knew each other, I'd be like, yeah, crack on, mate. You feel free, mate. I wouldn't.
Oh
have a
yeah.
problem with that at all.
Oh
Wait,
Tom.
who are we talking about?
So I'm saying, right? Say Natalie, for example. Shout out Natalie, love you, Nat.
Yeah,
One of my best mates. One of my best mates.
Yeah.
If he wanted to date Natalie,
Uh-huh.
I think I'd be all right with it because I know no matter what happens between them two, her and I would be pretty sound. I think. But if
You
it was-
think?
I think
What
so.
What if he like fucked her over though?
Well, I know him. I know Tom well enough to think that wouldn't happen. But if it did, then it would make it awkward. That's a very good point.
And would you fuck her over?
He might accidentally.
Never.
Would you sleep with her and never call her again?
Let's say Tom, you dated Nat. It went sour, and then Joe wanted to date Nat. I would be like,
But what if me and Nat were like really well suited, whereas Tom and her weren't?
Yeah, just
But then it's almost like it's a waste. Like, it's a
Yeah.
waste that I can't then get with her when just because Tom did. Just because Tom planted his flag in her first, you know.
I
Like-
know where you're coming from. You're old enough to both make that decision yourself, but if it got to the point where my and Natalie's friendship started to get difficult and awkward because she then couldn't come hang out with me because you guys would be there, it would then be like, for me as a personal standpoint, I'd be a bit like, there's a line there, boys, and you've both crossed it by fucking her over.
What do you guys think about dating friends as exes?
So, that
No,
I would
no-go.
have more of a problem. That's a no-go. That's like a...
I mean, because that's the thing. Because this happened to me at uni. I got with this girl on a night out, and then I liked her a little bit, but then things weren't progressing or whatever. And then my friend liked her, and she liked him, and they were actually very well suited. So I stepped back and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger man. I'm gonna have a cry in my room, but tomorrow I'll be totally fine with this situation.
Yeah. I think as well, in my opinion, a lot of it is dependent on how the relationship was. Do you know what I mean? Like how long you dated for, how meaningful the time was, if you were like in love or if it was lust. If it was lust, then it wouldn't be as bad. You'd be like, yeah, it was just a fling. Don't care. Crack on. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I'm not going to name her, but
Go on.
one of your exes, and I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
She matched with me on like Tinder or something.
Oh no, because that means you matched with her as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. But I didn't know Has kept it secretive.
I saw you texting her. Now, bear in mind, this wasn't anything you did wrong. It was her being a snake, because I'd just broken up with her. I ghosted her, and she was like devastated.
How recently was that?
So like you were texting her in like May. I broke up with her in like March, and like I was dating her for like 4 months, so she was like really upset.
But do you think she knew I was your brother?
Absolutely, mate. She was snaking. She was.
No, but my Tinder just says Tom.
There's a very good chance she may not have known, but she always knew I had a brother called Tom. So, and I'm pretty sure I was in one of your photos.
I don't think you're in any of my Tinder photos.
Yeah, because he wouldn't want girls to think, oh, he's that guy,
yeah,
and then be like,
guy.
oh, he's actually
not that guy.
He's actually that guy.
He's actually that one.
Yeah. So.
But then when I found out that was Harry's ex, I just never messaged her again.
Yeah,
I respect
Tom
that.
Was very. So yeah, Tom was very legit with that. Tom. As soon as Tom heard that was my ex, and it was someone who I was like used to speak to, he was like, yeah, like I'm not going to speak to her. So
did you not want to have a go at her though? Did you not want to be like?
I was more mad. Have a go at her as in Tom or me?
Either of you. Did you not want to just go on Tom's phone and just be like, "What are you doing?"
We could have majorly worked it. We could have set up a date, and then you should have been there.
Oh, that would have been sick.
That would have been so good.
Funny. Yeah. We should have done that. I'm pretty sure I was annoyed at her than you. I couldn't give a fuck.
Wait. Just reply now to something like, sorry, it's been really hectic.
This was like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah,
it's fine. Just like, I've been a bit busy. Like, what have you been up to? How's lockdown?
I'm banned on Tinder, mate. Can't get on it.
Oh, of course you are. All those nudes, isn't it?
So we can circle that one off. Ex-girlfriends, no go.
But even Joey, mate, any of your ex-girlfriends, I ain't going near them.
Appreciate that, mate.
Anytime, mate.
I respect that.
That's again, it's brocode more than anything. It's definitely brocode more than anything.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care if she's, when I come into my hotel room tomorrow, she's naked lying on my bed. I'm just turning around to get her.
I'd ask, how'd you get in? I'd be asking those sort of questions first. Why are you naked? How'd you get in my room? Who are you?
How much do I owe you? Like, what?
I think we've agreed there that best mates' exes are no go. Unless in Joe's case they've spoken to you and you're both in agreement that you can give it.
I'm going to add something to this, right? I'm going to twist it, right? In college,
here we go.
I'm not going to name any names.
Go on.
I was not really dating, but I was like, let's say, friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits means that like they give you their login for their Netflix.
Yeah.
And like Amazon Prime and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And then when we stopped kind of, sharing our Netflixes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Terrible moment.
Then her best friend started messaging me.
No.
Really? Do you
I
reckon?
couldn't believe it.
Rare.
Do you reckon
That's
the other one
rare.
told her about it and she was like, I want a bit of that Netflix password?
Yeah, there's a new account.
I think it's possible,
mean?
mate. I think it's possible.
She was like, that Netflix password sounds really
Yeah.
long.
He's got unlimited.
So,
Yeah, he's got unlimited accounts. Let's keep it going.
yeah.
Keep the show on the
He's
road.
got VPNs.
Oh, he's got a massive VPN.
See, that's interesting. The point you make is interesting because I found at uni, if you get with a girl at uni and they're in a friendship group, let's say of X amount of people,
Yeah.
they then will not, 90% of the time, they will then be off limits. Not because you don't want to get with them, but they won't get with you because when girls fall out, they fall out. Do you know what I mean? They can't deal with the emotions of someone.
Girls
you've been
talk
with.
as well.
Girls gossip.
Girls are allowed to talk
gossip.
these days. They've got rights and stuff, so they do talk to each other now.
Next one then. What's the last one? We've covered brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We've covered exes. We covered exes from a best mate standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've also covered best mates.
I guess we've got to talk about mothers.
Oh, mate.
I mean.
So, Joey, is your mum off limits?
No,
Mate, Phil would not be having that. I'm sorry. Okay, what about if your friend really likes a girl
Yeah.
and he hasn't made a move yet, but he's like smitten, in love with her,
great one.
and she starts coming on to you. What do you do?
Now
situation.
that's a tough one.
Can I tell you a story? I've been.
Has got a story. Let's hear his little anecdote.
I've been in that situation. So I used to go to a school. I won't name the school. Other schools are available and all that.
Bromsgrove, yeah.
I went to Bromsgrove School. And, there was a girl that I used to date. She was like my first girlfriend. But before she became my first girlfriend, my best mate or a guy in the year or two above me really fancied her. Like really, all we would do is talk about her. But at the same time, when I found out that, I was already somewhat texting her.
Somewhat texting her.
So like, obviously I was only like 16 then, so it wouldn't have been anything.
So you're just like, what are you up to? Not much, you. Yeah, not much.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. Loads of X's in circles afterwards.
Yeah.
Now, what happened with this situation was like I felt awful because I really liked him and I respected him as a person, but at the same time, I really fancied her and she really fancied me. So it was almost like a chink in the armor because like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was like, do I fully pursue it, knowing that she doesn't like him at all in that way, or do I have to then forgo that person because she would be quote unquote off limits, even though him and I aren't like best mates, we're just good mates.
Nah, you can full on go for it, in my opinion.
Because he told me all the time how much he fancied her, and I was like, yeah, you should text her, bro. Like, you should give her a go.
No.
But he hasn't texted her, and she is liking you.
He had texted her, but it wasn't in any way flirty or a relationship. It was just casual chat. Like it was just.
Hey, have you done your homework?
Yeah. No,
exactly.
That is flirting though, isn't it?
Maybe for you, Joe.
I mean, I've not used that line for a while now, obviously. Yeah. Because that'd be weird. So, yeah.
Your co-worker. Hey, have you finished that paper?
Doesn't work these days. Too old. I'm too old.
To finish, what sort of where I was going with that story, right? I told him to just like text her, and he was like, did text her, but then like it didn't go anywhere. And he said it's not going anywhere, and I knew it wouldn't go anywhere because I was texting her, and I was like, if it did go somewhere, I'd be like, hang on a minute, I was getting with her. How is this happening?
Hold on a sec.
Hang on a minute. So again, I ended up dating her, and like, it wasn't anything major. It wasn't like official like girlfriend and boyfriend where you meet up on the weekend. It was like a school girlfriend and boyfriend situation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you go and get some chips from the chip shop after school.
And then I don't know how it happened, but at some point, maybe on a night out or something, he saw me with her. Or something. It must have been something like that. It was, and since then, it's just been a bit awkward. We haven't really spoke since. I did feel that shit because I know how much you liked her. At the same time, was I not meant to do that?
I think maybe you should have just dropped him a text being like, look, mate, Hands off, because she's fucking.
Nah,
mine.
mate,
Nah,
you're
I was
too
too-
nice,
I was
Joey.
too
You're too
deep.
nice.
I was too
You're too
deep,
nice,
of course.
mate.
No, because this
Yeah.
guy's obviously texted has been like, I like this girl a lot. Like, should I text her? And he's like, yeah. So then maybe
How do I stop
he
this?
should have just been like, look, you've not got a chance because guilty. You know,
Guilty as charged.
I got there first.
Guilty as charged with the sex. Sorry.
I am Neil Armstrong.
I am the Netflix.
I've
That's
used
the
that already, but yeah.
Okay,
I am-
what
I am
about
not
this?
inox.
What about this? You're in a club. We are in a club, right?
We're in a club.
And-
Which club?
and
We're
I-
in?
That sounds unrealistic, mate.
We're in hypothetical world. That does sound
Jo-
unrealistic. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go hypothetical. world.
Hypothetical,
That's a
right?
great one.
Well, hypothetically,
Should I introduce it?
Joey, what was that club that
Huh?
we went to where we paid the bouncer to get in because we didn't have tickets?
Where we bribed the bouncers to get in.
Yeah.
It was Lab 11.
Right, we're in Lab 11, right?
Lab
the
11.
three of us.
Such a junky venue.
Oh, mate. It was, that
Mate,
was
it was such a good night.
best
such a
night
good
ever. We had like a
Yeah.
little piss meeting to decide to bribe the bouncer with the exact same like money as entry was, and he just took it and just like we just paid entry basically. But we bribed the bouncer. We did bribe the bouncer.
But he
But
got
he
you
took
in.
the money. He
Yeah,
took
yeah.
the money.
So he didn't make
Yeah.
you pay as well. He just got you in.
Yeah,
No,
we gave
we
our
paid
entry money to
him.
him. It was sold out, so we were just like, can we give you like how much to get us in? And he basically said the amount that entry was, and we were like, sweet. So we bribed the bouncer. We did bribe the bouncer.
No,
though.
but basically, we would have had to buy the tickets off, like, let's say, some Ticketmaster thing.
Yeah,
But we ended up just paying him, and he put the cash in his pocket.
yeah, legend, mate, legend.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, let's keep
So-
on track.
Let's say
contract,
we're in
yeah.
Lab 11, and the three of us, and I go, bloody hell, look how hot she is. I'm gonna try.
Sorry, you were just like so stereotypical English. Hey, bloody hell! That woman is
I'm-
mighty fine.
He is marvelous.
I'm gonna try get with her,
Yeah.
right? And then
All of a sudden,
I fail, right? I fail.
yeah.
F in the chat. F in the chat.
Would you guys go for her? And how would I feel if you guys went for her?
Mate, no disrespect, but if a fallen soldier falls, you just walk over him. You don't, you don't like try and pick him. If he's shot dead and you can see his eyes are crossed, and he's on the floor, you just got to keep fighting. It's everyone for themselves on a night out, in my opinion. There's no one.
Even if it's your mates?
Yeah, but you have no right to be like, oh, because then I could be like, lads, every single girl in this room, I have to see the fuck out of.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's like, back off,
That's
you
true.
know?
That's
It's
true.
just
Like
my
you don't even know it. And it's just like no, I
Just
shot him.
throwing
there.
out these
Like Joe
hypothetical
would be like,
situations.
oh, what about her house? Nah, I fancy her, mate. Back off. What about her? No, she was also
Am
someone
I
else.
allowed to? Well, I took that. No, not her
Him?
either.
No, I actually thought he had a nice ass, mate. Yeah,
What about that one? Nah. She's mine.
You know what, Joe? Go next door. All
Yeah.
of yours. These are mine. You know what I mean? So
This room is my room.
yeah, R&B room in Denvershire. This is my room, mate.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
It's like when you're in, say, birthday party, right?
Yeah. And you're there, and my sister's there.
Intoxicated.
I can tell it's not been
Intoxicated.
out much. I can tell.
Yeah,
I already 12.
yeah. Girls are that side of the room. Guys that side of the room. How are you gonna get a kiss? Because like
Yeah.
opposite sides of the room. Because he puts on the
Mate.
Macarena, then
Right,
everyone
let me
goes
help
into
you
the
here,
middle.
Tom.
Yeah.
You got pre-drinks.
Right. Okay.
You got
Yeah.
pre-drinks. We're
Well,
going.
no,
we're
'cause
going on a lads'
I'm
night out.
I'm intoxicated.
Yeah, mate. Have you ever been to a pre-drinks? We're doing a lads' night out, and Joe's sister happens to be having a ladies' night out or gals' night, and we both have pre-drinks together. 2 parties, 1 flat. We just
Yeah.
happened to have booked the same night, and we were both drinking it.
Like we did before Lab 11, mate.
Yeah.
Pre-drinks,
Exactly.
mate,
Yeah.
pre-drinks.
Pre-drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pre-game,
Pre-drinks.
whatever. So that's the situation. Tom's heavily intoxicated. Your
Heavily.
sister heavily intoxicated. You and me,
Heavily.
Joe, heavily intoxicated, mate.
Heavily.
Oh yeah, mate. I'm smashed.
And
I'm on
Joe's.
fucking. No, I'm on snake bites. I'm fucking
We're on,
wasted.
yeah, I'm on a venom, mate. We're on another level. And
Yeah.
your sister just happens to really fancy Tom. Hypothetically.
She's got
Hypothetically.
a boyfriend. She lives with a boyfriend. He's 6
Yeah,
foot 4.
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
No,
Hypothetically.
Well, mate,
he's 6'4".
single as fuck, mate. She's
No,
single
he's-
as fuck,
Doesn't
he's
matter,
6
mate. Doesn't matter, mate.
Joe,
She lives in Woking
play
with a
out, play
boyfriend.
out, Joe. Play along.
Okay, hypothetically, yeah.
What would you say if you saw your sister eyeing up Tom? Not get with, just eyeing up, like speaking to a friend and like staring up and down and like.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oi, what are you doing?" No, I'd be like, "No, mates are off limits."
Right. And then she.
You could imagine Joey going up there. No, mates off limits.
Yeah, what are you doing? Don't look there. Don't look at any of those two.
Tully, yeah, you have it. That's good.
Tully's fine because that realistically, you'll talk to him for a second and be like,
Actually, no, yeah, no.
Not a mate.
So there's nothing hypothetically you would allow or forgo that situation happening. There was nothing.
yeah, no, I'm not unreasonable. That handshake's fine. Maybe a high five.
But there's no way you'd ever
A
let
hug.
her date.
I'd be upset. It would take me a while to come to terms with it.
That is sad. I feel sad. Oh.
It would take me a while. I think I'd have to just not talk to you for a little bit and then just come back and be like, okay,
It's fine.
let's get back together.